Good morning, guys. May the 13th, 2022 Bulletin. It's Friday, TGIF. Maybe a reversal on the 24-hour change. That's from them being stopped out and less long now. So that's good. We didn't want them to be buying, we wanted them to sell. So that's possibly a good indication, but we have to see continuation of that sentiment. So we'll have to see what happens on Monday, but this is possibly a good sign for reversal. Ideally we want the VIX lower than 30, and better we have it below 26.5, but we've got a long way to go before that. Dollar is strong across multiple time frames. It weakened a little bit yesterday, but it's hanging on there, as you can see, but it's mega strong on the monthly, weekly, daily. Maybe a bit of Aussie strength here, maybe a little bit of dollar weakness. This is updated every 15 minutes, so it's subject to change. There's the buy on the S&P. Finally they got out, and then there's the sell on gold. So they went long, so therefore it comes a sell. So it's a nice move there. So not bad profits if you call it. It's quite simple. You'd ever stop up here, and then if you TP'd there, that would be like a 2R, maybe a bit better than a 2R trade. So yeah, that's how you use it anyway. And you just make sure you've got risk management. You should be fine. Be careful with S&P because the fundamentals are pretty horrible. So that's a risky buy really. FXCM clients indicates Germany 30 was the strongest buy. Nothing really stands out as a sell. Perhaps gold. Maybe you want the colours to match. So gold is probably the best match. Or maybe Aussie USD. Actually thinking about it, that number's a little bit higher. Yeah, so CAD Yen is our best bet for US 500 direction. The Swiss Yen is out of bonk, so it might be seeing some positioning shift on Swiss franc, because that's kind of unusual why that would be out of bonk. So maybe there's some like big money getting involved, or maybe the dollar Swiss, because we did break parity, and that maybe took people by surprise. People are now maybe that's the reason for it, because it's a big round number, isn't it? So that could be the reason for the fact that the Swiss Yen is out of bonk, because the dollar Swiss is above parity. Risk on, as you can see. South Africa's down, but that's probably to do with its imports, exports. Maybe the world isn't going to end after all, so maybe there is like a relief rally. Keep an eye on the sentiment. Euro CAD could be a short, but you'd want to match your technicals obviously. Make sure it's below daily pivot, and have we broken support and things like that. Are we actually in a downtrend, or are we actually ranging? If we're going sideways, you'd probably want to avoid that. So Yen is the strongest, gold and Aussie are the weakest. The largest mover is the Euro Yen at 8% shift, so that's good. It finally shook out these Yen retail traders. So yesterday was exactly what we needed, and that the pound yen also shifted, and the Aussie yen as well. So if we have another volatile day today, that should do it, and then it we'll eliminate these guys, and then we can see some better movement on cross yen, because they were very stubborn, and this tells us that they exiting, which is good. We wanted them out of the equation. UJ didn't move. Largest stop loss clusters AU. Location is 7.1. The size is 3.88, so it's a little bit smaller, but it's still the largest stop loss cluster size. The fact that that's the largest and it's fairly small tells us that the stops are being hunted a lot this week on both sides. So that would be a typically cruel week. That would be quite normal. So it's basically just ram price up, take liquidity, put price down, take that liquidity, and just repeats, and it just it's a complete nightmare for the retail traders. Yeah, signals did well, 109 pips. I did close these two manually. We could have probably let them run, but I wanted a positive week. Fingers crossed today goes okay, and it might be casino time because it's Friday, and Fridays typically are where the retail guys get paid, so they come back on Monday. If they have a terrible Friday, they might just give up, especially if they've had a horrible week and they've been stopped out. Then they'll think, well, maybe I won't bother coming back on Monday, and then that would be a terrible sign, because the banks and institutions and the market makers, they want the retail guys because they want that easy liquidity. So maybe it might be just like a carrot and a stick, where they get paid a little bit, and so they come back to the casino. So just a quick bulletin today. It's been very choppy this week, but maybe next week will be easier, and hopefully, finally, these guys are going to get flushed. Hopefully, and that might have been it. Hopefully, and we'll have to wait and see. So have a good day, and I'll speak to you guys on Monday. If I think of anything on the video, I'll try and do something on the weekend, but only if I get inspiration. I can't think of anything at the moment, but there might be something. So I'll speak to you soon.